All right, bet. What's happening, everybody? What's happening? I was trying to fix the intro because I just updated it, but for some reason it still played the old one. Let me see. Let me go back real quick. All right, there we go. We good. All right, man. What's happening, everybody? What's happening? I tried to fix it early and update it, but it didn't let me. And then finally it just let me while I was streaming though. But what's good, everybody? I know there was a lot of comments there. There were a lot of comments there before, but I don't know. Every time I start up the live stream, all of the previous comments from like the day before, earlier that day disappear. So I see I see Trickin' for Tacos. What's good? See Rich. I see Michael. I see Bipolar, Condoleezza, Joseph, Alante, DeAndre. He been on this waiting screen for a while now. Bro, Aja must have gotten nah, I was just making sure everything was good. It's been a while since we had the stream. What's good, Mr. Jones? What's good, everybody? Take command, Commander Nation. What's good, Sean Jackson? Why do people still say hell to the salute sounds better than hell? On the slick, you might have a point. But what's good, everybody, man? I'm just doing this live stream for the most part to open up the phone line. So y'all see the pictures I have going. It's just all of the new rebrand stuff. I have all, the new logos, the new jerseys, the new stadium concepts, the new merch like the jackets, the hats, as you can see, the jerseys. Some of the pictures are like actual pictures of them in practice where you can see the real helmet, even though the practice jerseys, I mean, it's not really much to take from that. And then you also have the concepts where it's like somebody would edit the newest jerseys onto old pictures. So that's going to be running by random throughout the entire stream, because mostly this stream we're going to talk about Terry McLaurin's new deal. Really, you can call in and talk about whatever, but the main topics are Terry McLaurin's new deal. How does everybody feel about the rebrand months later? We've had time to digest it. For the people that may have hated it originally, maybe you come around. Maybe you're starting to embrace it a little more. Things like that. What's good, Raw? What's good? Can't never wait. What happened? What's good, Dex? So Rich was good. Kralink was good. Snyder has to go. What's good, Argo? What's good, Big Money Sunny? We getting channel members in the building. We got Rich and Big Money Sunny. Yes, sir. Yeah, do you think that we can go 6-2 or 5-3 first day game? It's literally all on Carson Wentz, in my opinion. The whole thing is Carson Wentz. Can Carson Wentz go out there and ball out? We have a lot of pieces around him. Do you think Gibson will be more involved in the passing game? I hope so. I think Brian Robinson is going to force Antonio Gibson to get more touches in the passing game. But it's really up to Antonio Gibson. The reason Antonio Gibson isn't in on 3rd and longs and things like the obvious passing downs is not necessarily because J.D. McKissic is a better receiver than him, which you can definitely argue he is. But the most important part is that J.D. McKissic is a better pass blocking back. So if he doesn't get the ball, he's back there. He's able to pick up blitzes from linebackers and, all of that type of stuff. So J.D. McKissic, as of right now, is still our best pass blocking running back. So that's why they want him on the field as much as possible, especially on obvious passing downs when, teams usually send blitzers, send more players to go after the quarterback. So until Antonio Gibson can become a better blocker, and he has become better, but he hasn't, it's not good enough to where you take J.D. McKissic off the field on 3rd and long. Once he's, at least close enough in pass blocking, because he does have more potential as far as being an explosive player. We saw that screen play against the Buffalo Bills where he took it 80 yards. He has that in him. J.D. McKissic, love him, but, he trips over his own feet quite often. So if Antonio Gibson can become a better pass blocking running back, he can be on the field way more. And he'll definitely eat away some snaps from J.D. McKissic as far as that goes. We need to do a little more with our uniform pants. Yeah, I'm curious how that's going to work. Because, again, right now, the only time you really see our true uniforms, is you see our helmets when we're practicing. But everything else is just practice. So we got to see what we look like, I guess, in the first preseason game to get a real good look of what it's really going to be like. We need to do a little more with our uniform pants. What's good, Mega? Lose to the Jags, we starting Taylor Heineke rest of yeah, we do, but I think this might be the running the ball set pass, not vice versa. What it do is good morale. Imagine we get perfect blend of Memphis AG between tackles AG with better ball security. Oh yeah, that's it right there. If Wentz, we gonna have a way better Taylor Heineke this year. Yeah, and that's what's kind of funny. Even though I do prefer Carson Wentz over Taylor Heineke as a quarterback, at the same time, we have improved in so many different ways, especially on offense, that Taylor Heineke would naturally have a better season this year. First of all, because the schedule is easier, and you add Jahan Dotson. We'll see if the offensive line can stay the same. You add Brian Robinson. Scott Turner's only becoming a better play caller and play designer. So naturally, Taylor Heineke would have an improved season. Under these circumstances, but I'm still hoping Carson Wentz goes out there and balls out. Rico, what you think our record would be? I'm thinking who you see wide receiver. I think Terry McLaurin, Jahan, and Curtis Samuel are going to be our top 3 for sure. And I'm predicting, honestly, 10, 11 wins. Who made Brody mad? Come here, Brody. Who made Brody mad? What's good, Juan Gotti? Make sure y'all subscribe to my boy. What's good at, man? Make sure y'all subscribe to my boy, Juan Gotti. Appreciate you pulling up. Carson Ballhouse, we 11-win team. Man, with the schedule and the talent, yeah, easily. It just depends. It's all on Carson Wentz. It's good bipolar. Don't expect Chase Young till week 4. Yeah, I don't know, man. He may start on PUP list. What's up, my brother? One day I will call in, kick it live. Unfortunately, it's working when you do a call. My boy Freddie. We gonna get it, man. You know the post-game live shows after games. I got y'all. Don't expect to see Young. I can see 11-6. I mean, it's all on Carson Wentz. I'm gonna keep saying it, but like I really mean it. It's all on Carson Wentz. What's good, Command Respect TV? What's good? What's good? But yeah, man, I just wanted to open up the phone lines so where we could just talk about Terry's new deal, the entire rebrand. Mostly I wanted to see how everybody felt about the new rebrand. That's why I have these pictures going. Jahan going to be a Tyler Lockett type of player for us. I hope so. That's great. I think that's an excellent floor to have. Thoughts on P. Butler seems hype. What's good, Antonio? I mean, I wasn't expecting him to super ball out early on because he's a boom or bust type of player. When we picked him, he's the guy with the ceiling, but he's gonna have his lumps, his fair share of lumps early on. So I'm not surprised. Rivera said he's flashed at times, but of course the hype has died down because he hasn't been balling out there consistently. Like, I mean, he's definitely one of our rawest rookies that we drafted. I mean, you can even argue Christian Holmes was a safer pick in the 7th round than Percy Butler. Percy Butler has a lot of raw elements to him, but when he flashes, it's big. And so I'm really excited about Percy Butler. I just think it's going to take some time. I see 9, 10, maybe 11. How much better do you think D going to be this year? It's all about communication. It's all about communication and chemistry. It's never really been a super talent problem in my opinion, even though I think Percy Butler is definitely more talented than Bobby McCain. But he's just gonna have to catch up mentally to see where he's at. I'm not with Chaz starting until 4 or 5 as long as he's 100%. Yeah, don't rush Chase Young back, please. All right, my boy Command Respect TV about to call up. Yes, sir. Yeah, we know Heineke got 7 wins, so really I think Wentz got 11 or 12. I see Washington NFC Championship. I think we're gonna pick up some more people on defense. I got a couple of questions I might call in. Bet. Yes, sir, man. Hey, the phone lines are open. I mean, of course, I'm reading the chat, so y'all can ask me whatever you want to ask there. But if you want to call in, you know what I'm saying? I got the phone lines open. Talk rebrand. We can talk Terry McLaurin's new deal. Anything that's going on. Training camp coming up starting July 26th. All of that type of stuff, man. I definitely need to get back on these film sessions and everything. But, Brody, what do you want, man? What's going on? You were good, like, until I started streaming. Everything was fine. Yeah, I think we were getting ready to tear it up, man. This schedule is too easy for, like, they literally, like, gift wrap this schedule to us. They got a lot of the easy opponents early while we're still trying to get things together, and then we have the more difficult opponents going towards the end of the season, you know, hopefully when we have our chemistry down. Because right now, the biggest disadvantage we have going into the season compared to other teams that have a lot more continuity in the coaching staff, player-wise, especially quarterback. I mean, we're one of the few teams that has a new quarterback. That's actually quite a bit, but still, like, there's a lot of teams out there that have had the same quarterback for 2, 3, 5+ years. So, you know, they don't have as many. They're not going to have as many mental mistakes and chemistry issues that we have coming out the gate. So we needed a schedule where we play our easier opponents in the beginning. Other teams, it doesn't really matter. They probably prefer the easier opponents towards the end of the season just in case there's injuries. But with us, until we have the same quarterback for multiple years in a row, same exact coaching staff and all of that, then until then, I want my easier opponents in the beginning. So we'll see. So, yeah, I think they gift wrapped us this schedule, man. We needed it to go exactly how it did. And then the talent we added, I'm confident in this year. Do you think we sign a linebacker or keep the players we have? What's good, Jack Miller? Like I've spoken about in my videos, man, I think they're just waiting until after some training camp practices, maybe a preseason game or two to see where the young guys are at linebacker-wise. Like, I mean, even if you're talking about the Buffalo nickel like Derek Forrest and Khaleke Hudson, Jamin Davis especially, they're going to see where they're at. If they're not ready, then you go and get an Anthony Barr in free agency. But I think they're waiting because they don't want Anthony Barr to step on any toes and get in the way. Because say, what if Jamin Davis or what if Jamin Davis or like Khaleke Hudson for some reason have Pro Bowl level potential this coming season, but you already signed Anthony Barr, so they're not going to get to play as much, and now you're stifling their development. So We are in somewhat of a win now mode, so I think they're gonna give them an honest chance, give them a few weeks of training camp, and give them a preseason game or two to show what they can do. If they don't look ready, then you go get the veteran, but don't bring them in too early, I guess, just to not start. See, you want to get a true evaluation of where these guys are at. Because if you have Anthony Barr and Cole Holcomb starting with Jamin Davis occasionally getting thrown in there, you're not going to get a real good look to see how well Jamin Davis has progressed since last year. My boy DeAndre Taylor with the donation, the first donation, man, I appreciate that. I've said it a million times, but I need us to at least try the matte helmets with the black jersey, burgundy pants combo. Nobody talks about it enough. Hey, man, I'm down to see that. Does anybody have a concept of that? Because I'm trying to imagine it. I'm trying to picture it in my head, but I'm struggling. Yes sir. What is your opinion on Curtis Samuel? Man, I don't know, man. They are assuring us that he's fully healthy and that it was simply just some rest days. They felt like he deserved it. I don't know, but I mean, they played us last year, kept egging us on, making it seem like it's not as bad as it seems, and then he ended up ended up with 5 catches and 2 carries, something just out there. Even when he was out there, he wasn't very effective. So I don't know what to believe, man. I really don't know what to believe when it comes to Curtis Samuel. But my boy KP Underdog is in the building. Let me go ahead and add him in. There we go. Go ahead and change that. All right, what's good, KP?
What up?
What's good, my boy RBA, man?
Yeah, it's so funny. I forgot you got my number saved in there. You remember I was telling you got it saved as KP Underdog.
Yeah, I'm changing it right now.
Now I got it changed to RVA and everything.
Yes, sir. I'm changing it right now on my end, if they let me. But what's good, man?
Nothing much, you already know. Thinking about doing a little bit of video later for the channel.
Yes, sir.
Just working on that. Working on the channel.
Definitely go ahead and promote it. Let everybody know what it is.
Okay, it's your boy RBA. I just started my channel, Command Respect TV. Definitely come check it out. New channel, gonna be coming with a lot of content. Definitely gonna be doing some call-in shows as well. Would definitely love, all my fellow Commander fans come over, show support to the channel. Definitely stand on the fans. I'm a fan myself. My show is for the fans, by the fans. So yeah, definitely come check me out.
Yes, sir, man. Make sure you give the exact link to your channel in the chat too, and I'll pin it. Make sure y'all go subscribe to my boy, man. He not playing with y'all. But yeah, man.
Definitely, yeah.
Oh, let me go ahead. Ooh, that'll be the next caller. But yeah, man. So, any questions? Anything you want to talk about as far as Terry, the rebrand, all of that type of stuff? Or anything.
It's funny because I was at work earlier today. And I was taking some peeks at Twitter, and man, Commander Twitter is hilarious right now. Y'all need to stay off of there. It is just crazy, hectic. There ain't nothing going on. We in that point of the off season where everybody's, chomping at the bits for training camp to get here. And we almost there, but a lot of these people go in these Twitter spaces and get all crazy in there.
What's going on? What are they talking about? What's the debate?
Specifically, the issues with the rebrand, how they, with the patches and, the 90-year and the players that they selected for the fans to vote on, that whole song and dance. So there was a big thing going on about that. But me personally, I touched on it a little bit on my channel. I fully support the rebrand. I think that, like with anything, practice makes perfect. It's not a lot of times that a historic NFL franchise has to literally retool everything, and basically erase everything and start from scratch. And so, just as much as it's changed for us, they definitely had to adjust to it as well. And then also you had new people coming in the building like Jason Wright, and stuff like that. So, they working out the kinks, but, I got to give credit where credit's due. They're definitely doing it. They got the fans involved, which they said they would. So, I'm not hating on it. I actually love it.
Yeah, and I'm excited, man. I mean, even just the way things look aesthetically now, how they're how they're handling. Oh, appreciate that, Rich. Rich linked your channel and the thing. I'm gonna go ahead and pin it. Appreciate that, Rich.
Thanks, Rich. Thanks,
That's a
Rich.
great
Really
mod
appreciate
right
that.
there. But yeah, man. I mean, it's even ignoring like the process and how things have rolled out and the occasional misspellings or whatever. I think ultimately, like, we're gonna look back 10 years from now, we're gonna absolutely love the jerseys and everything. We're gonna be super proud of our name being the Commanders. I think it's just gonna take time. I think everything involves winning. We go out there and win. Our first year as the Washington Commanders, we make the playoffs, maybe win a game or two. I think we're going to fully embrace it. I think all other fan bases will stop laughing, all that type of stuff. I mean, winning is what's most important. Everything else is after that.
Yeah, you're most definitely right with that. I mean, ultimately what it comes down to is winning ball games. And if we can do that, like I said, it wouldn't matter if we were out there in unicorn-colored uniforms. The city and the fans will be on fire. So at the end of the day, my biggest thing, I'm going to let you go. I don't want to hog your line up. But my biggest thing that I've stood on is I feel like we have the necessary pieces to be competitive, not just in the division, but in the conference. And that's just where I stand with that. And with that being said, I think that a lot of the pressure is on his coaching staff. Ron told us the third year. We're going into the third year. He wanted a veteran quarterback. He got a veteran quarterback. So with that being said, you know, we have another piece for Terry on the other side. Running back room looks pretty decent. Hopefully them guys can stay healthy. The talent is there on the defense. So, you know, it's on these coaches to get the most out of these guys at this point. So that's what I'm going to be paying attention to this year. Hopefully we can make a run, hopefully win a playoff game. That would be lovely. Anything outside of that, I would be kind of disappointed.
Hey man, I'm right with you, and I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next caller. First of all, appreciate you joining in, my boy RVA. But I'm gonna talk about this NFC conference since you brought it up as well. But man, appreciate it. Again, I have my boy RVA's channel is the pinned comment. Thank you, Rich, for putting it in there. Also, let me go ahead and let RVA go before I go on a huge rant, man. Appreciate you calling in again, man.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, man, appreciate it.
Later,
yes, sir.
bye.
Yes, sir. And before I bring on the next number, also look at Rich's comment at 6:17 p.m. Make sure y'all join the Discord. More lit events coming soon. The best Washington Commander Discord doing it, man. I was in there for like 8 hours one day. We were just people hopping in and out. We were just talking football, pretty much really everything. I mean, literally everything. Washington Commanders, all of it. So we're trying to get as many Washington Commanders fans in there before we start adding in maybe other fans. I mean, other fans are welcome to join, but we're trying to get the best Washington Commanders Discord thing going. So make sure y'all join, because it's the most organized Discord group I've ever been in. I'm in some super crazy cook groups, but like the way they have it set up with like the events, and there's like a tracker for like all of the higher YouTubers. It keeps track of everybody's subscribers and everything like that. It's crazy. So make sure y'all go. It should be in the link of this video, right? Let me see. Let me make sure it's in the link. Make sure y'all join the best Washington Commanders Discord. The link is it's like the third part. It's welcome, then it's become a channel member, then it's make sure, and then also Rich put it in the chat as a comment. First of all, make sure y'all go subscribe to my boy RVA. That's the current pin comment, and then I'm gonna pin the Discord comment soon after that. Yo, how do we get our stadium louder? We need a loud every game, man. We just need more people there, man. But what's good, everybody? I'm sorry missing some comments. But let me go ahead and bring on the next caller, and then if we run out of callers, I'll get back into the chat and answering every comment I see in there. But make sure y'all call in, man. But let me go ahead and go to the next caller. We have 505. Who's this? Let me go ahead and go to the next.
Hey, what's good, man? It's Anthony here in New Mexico.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me go ahead and say that right now. Got my boy Anthony in New Mexico. What's good, man? How you feeling?
Man, chilling. I'm actually feeling pretty good, man. I'm actually having a really good outlook for the season.
Hey, man.
I don't know if you got a chance to check out on OffSeason. They showed like Wentz's basically his completion percentage based off the area of the field. It's nuts, man.
It's really good.
Like for all the trash, people are yeah, it's really good. Like just click over real quick to Hall Taven and just like look at I think it's a Twitter one for today. It's mainly green and yellow. And I think like the worst one he has is like 80% like right in front of him. Like right in front of the line, 80%. That's
like
it.
Middle of the field. Yeah. That's where it gets ugly for a lot of quarterbacks. I mean, I love Malik Willis, but he like refused to throw in the middle of the field in college. That's where it gets ugly for a lot of quarterbacks.
Yeah, for real though. And honestly, man, I just think that it's just the dysfunction and all the nonsense from the past that everybody's focused on versus focusing on the new rebrand and the new players and just hoping that it's going to be a better product on the field. Like, as much as I do like Hogs Haven, I definitely get discouraged by like the older fans. Like, I'm 37, but I'm talking about the fans that are like 50 and above, just like calling Jason right, Jason wrong, blaming everything on him. And I'm like, yo, dude just got hired. What is he supposed to do?
Yeah, no, I agree. I feel like he does get too much blame. I mean, I think he gets the blame as if like he's the owner and he's making all of the decisions. So, yeah, I don't know. I've never liked. I mean, granted, he's had a part in like the Sean Taylor situation and things like that. But yeah, people are putting on the things on him that it's not even his job. He's more so business and marketing. All the other stuff is really out of his reach.
Honestly, man, we've all worked. We've all told our boss, come on, man. We all had our boss look at us and tell us, like, yo, nah, just do it this way, even though we know the better way of doing things. So, I don't know. I just think that we're just so negative right now with everything that's going on in the last 20 years. And believe me, I'm there too. Personally, I haven't bought a piece of merchandise probably in the last 10 years because of Snyder. Like, I support the team. I watch every game. I rah. I go hard, but I refuse to put more money in that man's pocket.
Understand. Fully understand that. But just like you said, man, I think winning, all of this arguing and blaming Jason Wright for various things that may not even be his fault, all of that, I think a lot of this gets fixed when we start winning. People just stop caring about all of that other stuff. Because right now, that's all we have to focus on. You prefer to focus on the drama than the losing. Once we start winning, the drama will take a back seat.
Honestly, I think it's going to be pretty exciting, man. With all the weapons we have on offense, you got Terry, honestly, Curtis Samuels. I think it's going to be a lot better this year. Like, it usually takes a wide receiver a couple years to figure out an offense once they come into a new system to really ball out. I think he's going to do pretty good. We got Diami. People are sleeping on Diami. Like, he finally has the quarterback that can launch it down the field and he can catch it in stride. Like, we have a lot of wide receivers coming back to the pass, unable to get the yaks they need to like boost up their stats. Like, just imagine now when these guys can just run and just grab and keep running.
Yep, I agree. And even going back to your Carson Wentz point, with the chart that showed his accuracy in various parts of the field, this is also going to be the best receiving core I would say he's ever had. First of all, Terry alone I think is the best receiver he's ever thrown to. Cole Turner may not be Zach Ertz. Maybe he never will be, but I think the ensemble of targets that he'll have between Cole Turner, Logan Thomas when he comes back, John Bates, this really athletic tight end group, and then this receiver group where everybody can get open, and then you have Cam Sims as another big body target. I think Carson Wentz has everything he needs at his disposal, and even offensive line wise, the Colts had a better run blocking offensive line than we did, but we have a better pass blocking O-line. So if anything, that helps him. So I think I think we just brought a lot of things to the table to where it's like Carson Wentz is put up or shut up this year for sure.
No, absolutely, and honestly, I think he can do it. Because like I said, when you check out that chart, the one area where he kind of like didn't do as good, and I'm talking about at 95.4. I mean 94.0. Everything else, like it's like the deep left. The deep left is at 94.0. The deep middle is at 120.80 as far as like quarterback rating. The deep right is at 120.8. Like, this dude is gonna go off right now. Like, with Terry, Diami, and Curtis just running those deep routes. Come on.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, I agree. I'm really excited.
I'm excited, and a lot of people might interpret it as like sipping the Kool-Aid, but it's just statistics. Like, if you look at the numbers, we look good. All we got to do is keep our head out of the drama, even though the biggest drama is the owner, not even the players. This team can go far. But honestly, the fans just need to chill out, wait and see what happens, support the team. Like I said, I haven't bought one piece of merchandise in the last 10 years, but I've watched every single game. I've been to football games. I just don't go to Landover because, like I said, not putting dime in Daniel Snyder's pocket directly. I know he's going to get money from the other stadiums that I'm going to, but that's the way you do it. The more we stop going to that stadium, the more we stop supporting that guy, the more they're going to recognize that he's nothing but trouble for the NFL. And hopefully he's gone, and hopefully we get a guy that just lets football guys do football things.
Yeah, hey man, I mean the point is getting across. We have some of the worst fan attendance in not even just the NFL, but just American sports period. So I know the other owners are definitely looking at Dan Snyder like, you better get your stuff together because you're making all of us look bad and you're bringing down everybody's money. But yeah, man, I appreciate it. Anthony in New Mexico, I got you saved in, so definitely feel free to call back when I do my more. I'm trying to do these weekly, so I'm about to. I'm probably gonna change it to Sunday. I just wanted to do it Monday today because yesterday I was fairly busy and a whole bunch of stuff going on. But I think it'll be Sundays for now on, going through training camp and all of that type of stuff. So, man, definitely call back up if you ever get the chance, man.
Definitely. I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, sir, man.
Stay blessed, man. I appreciate all you do.
You too, man. Appreciate it, man.
All right. Take care.
Yes,
Bye.
sir. Yes, sir. And then, first of all, we got a donation from my boy, Command Respect TV, man. Make sure I go subscribe to my boy. That's first and foremost. Also, he says, shout out to my boy Rico, one of the best doing this. Salute, man. Appreciate that, man. Big time, big time, big time. Super appreciate it. Again, before I change the pin to the Discord, because we're trying to get as many people in the Discord as possible, make sure I go subscribe to my boy RBA. He's getting his channel going. He's not playing. He's investing money into it, man. He's about to, hey, if you want somebody that's about to work hard, that's your boy right there. So let me go ahead. I'm going to change the pin, but make sure I go subscribe to the current pin right now, and I'm about to change it to the Discord real soon. All right, let me see. Make sure I clicked on it. Let me change pin, make sure that's the right pin. All right, bet, man. Appreciate it again, Command Respect TV. And before we have 3 callers in, I'm about to start bringing y'all on. But RVA brought up a point about the NFC conference, and I'm looking at it. You have Green Bay Packers 1, Buccaneers 2, and this is just going off of last year. Dallas Cowboys 3. I highly doubt they'll be 3 this time, but I wouldn't be surprised if they make the playoffs. Still a pretty good team. Rams 4, Cardinals 5. We'll see about the Cardinals. 49ers 6. And Philadelphia Eagles number 7. So as long as we can replace one of those teams, you can make the playoffs. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can replace one of those teams. We'll see if Trey Lance, what he'll do for the 49ers. See if the Cardinals have another meltdown or if they're just not good, period, throughout the whole season. If their first half of the season looks more like their second half and it's just that way the whole time. See if the Cowboys take a step back. We'll see if Tom Brady doesn't have it anymore. Other than that, man, it's wide open. The Seahawks got worse. The Falcons are going to be one of the worst teams. Gladly for me. The Bears, we'll see with Justin Fields, but they haven't put a lot around them for him to even try to succeed. Carolina Panthers are naturally going to be better just getting Baker Mayfield as a quarterback. I feel like he does receive a little bit too much hate, but I don't think they're going to be better than us. And then you have the New York Giants, who got better, but I don't think it's going to be enough. And you have the Detroit Lions at the bottom, who also got better, but I don't think it's going to be enough. So if you can replace somebody between the Eagles, 49ers, Cardinals, Cowboys, maybe Buccaneers, you get one of them spots. That's playoffs. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But let me go ahead and bring on the next caller. We have 804. Who's this?
What's up, Rico? It's Merle.
Oh, this Merle? All right, bet. What's good, Merle?
Not much, man. Long time no talk.
Yes, sir.
Let me get to it. I think the Carson Wentz slander is out of control. These people act like he's Mr. Trubisky or something. Carson Wentz is a proven quarterback in this league.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't understand. Well, I understand from the national media. They'll never like any quarterback we'll have. That's why I don't pay them any attention. But from the fans' point of view, this is the best quarterback we had probably since Kirk Cousins. And that's not saying something, but, you know, I'm not a fan of Ron Rivera. Everybody knows that who watches or listens to me. I'm not a fan of this front office, Martin Mayhew or Marty Herney. Both of them have a losing record as a GM. I don't blame Jason Wright because he's on the business side, so he has nothing really to do with football operations. But this is put up or shut up for those 3 gentlemen.
Yep.
If they don't win, they're all getting blown out of here. I mean, you got Martin Mayhew with a record of 54-91 as a GM. Mario Hearn 107 and 122 as a GM. It never had a winning record. Never. Daron, he's only like maybe 3 or 4 games above 500, a losing record in the playoffs. But that being said, I do like what he did this offseason by signing Terry for one, because that sends a strong message to everybody in the locker room. He's about to be a free agent. If you do the right things and you do everything you're supposed to do, you'll get paid.
Yep.
So I do like that. I did like their draft. It was safe. They got some older players that can play. So I do like that. A story that kind of died out that I don't know, Rico, if you heard anything about it. I remember during OTAs, Ben Stanley of the Athletic was talking about Washington possibly trading for Deion Jones of Atlanta. I know he's on the trading block, but have you had any updates or anything about that? That kind of died out after OTAs.
Yeah, no, I haven't heard anything about it either in a while. I do remember seeing something about it, but I mean, we'll see. Because I mean, honestly, I mean, he basically be doing what Landon Collins was doing. And why trade for Deion Jones? Even if you feel like he's better, is it worth it to trade for him rather than just bring back Landon Collins for extremely cheap without having to trade for him? So, but I do remember that. I think we're gonna do everything veteran wise as far as like bringing guys in like after a preseason game or two, like Anthony Barrett, linebacker, Landon Collins, maybe even Eric Flowers at offensive line if there's an injury, or Trey Turner, Andrew Norwell, they're not playing as well as they thought that they should be, and all of that. So I think we have to wait until August until we start getting more news like that.
Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm thinking as far as the Buffalo nickel, I'm saying they're gonna put Derek Forrest in that spot, give him the first shot, because Percy Butler, he's more of a pure free safety.
Same here for me. My opinions.
But Derek Forrest, he's more of a hitter. He's more of an in the box type of guy. Honestly, I think they want to convert him into a linebacker, like Ron did with Thomas Davis when he came out of Georgia. So that's what I'm looking at. I think the defensive line is going to be okay. I wouldn't expect to see Chase Young for at least 4 weeks. So they might bring in another veteran defensive end until he gets healthy. I think they're going to extend Payne. That's what I'm thinking.
I'm hoping.
Yeah, because that's why they've rejected so many trade offers. I'm thinking they're going to extend Payne. I think who they're really looking for to see improvement, though, is probably Montez Sweat. If he doesn't improve during the season, you could see him possibly being moved at the trade deadline.
Okay.
Because you want to get something from him.
So you can see it being Daron Payne, Jonathan Allen, and Chase Young as the 3 out of 4 we pick for the defensive line for the future. Okay. And
don't be surprised of a few shocking cuts at the end of preseason. Or be surprised if somebody like Logan Thomas is cut. He's an older player. He's coming off a serious injury, and he's a tall player. It takes a long time to heal from an injury he suffered. So don't be surprised if Logan Thomas is no longer on this team.
Okay.
They'll save on the salary cap in the future. So guys like Logan Thomas probably will be gone. I mean, just look at the tight end room. They got John Bates. They drafted Cole Turner. They're still working with Samus Reyes. And then you got the guy like Craig Hodges. You know, they're going younger at that position. So don't be surprised if somebody like Logan Thomas gets cut. Don't be surprised if somebody like William Jackson gets traded if he doesn't play better. They can bring in a guy like Joe Hayden to replace him. They want this defense to work.
Mm-hmm.
So don't be surprised on things like that. So that's all I got for now, Rico. Good to have you back on the call-in shows. I got my membership to your channel, so
appreciate that, man. My boy Merle.
We're gonna roll good this season.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate that, man. Hey, yeah, I wouldn't hold my breath on anything. Who knows what's gonna happen? Because they are in like a win now mode, And we'll see what happens. So we'll definitely see what happens. But yeah, man, I appreciate that, Merle, my boy. Make sure you call back. I'm gonna try to do these weekly. I'm probably gonna move them to Sunday. So man, appreciate it.
Okay, go Bulldogs.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My boy Merle. All right, we have 3 more callers. We got my boy Joe. What's good over there, Joe?
Hey man, this is Joe and Erica. How you doing, man?
What's good, man? How you doing? I'm chilling.
I'm doing very well. Good outlook for the season, man. Real good outlook. We're gonna shock a lot of people, I think. I just want to know, man. All of the Daron Payne trade decline rumors. I'm just now seeing these. What's going on with that? Did we decline a trade?
It's the way it was worded. It sounded like it was multiple trade inquiries. I mean, I'm not sure if it was full-blown request. The exact word was inquiry. So I don't know how serious those teams were. And then from there, I'm not sure if we rejected them because they weren't offering enough, or if we just plan on actually keeping them for this season at least, or if we plan on keeping them long term. So if we could find out exactly what teams were offering, then we'd know, okay, that was just too small. They are willing to trade them, but the teams were just offering too little, or they offered a lot. And then it just shows that, hey, we rejected it because we want to keep Daron Payne long term. So I don't know.
Exactly. Oh, okay. Because I just I looked on YouTube and I saw like with Sway Run, I saw on his site, and then I saw on yours the video you did earlier, or you posted earlier today. I'm like, oh my goodness, what's going on? So, but yeah, man, I'm looking forward to the season. I really am. I'm looking forward to the way the offense is gonna run. I'm really looking forward, man, to seeing Brian Robinson a running back.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that, man, because goodness gracious. I mean, he's humble. It took him some years to start. He didn't transfer to another school. He stayed in the same place. So, I mean, that kind of shows really to me that he's, for football and for the system. I'm really, really looking forward to seeing him playing. I don't know if he's going to start, but, I'm looking forward to seeing him put the pads on. And I'm also looking forward, man, for our receiving core to step up. I'm still trying to figure out. I mean, Jahan Dotson is good, but when I see the big DBs put their hands on him, that's what one of his weaknesses was. Like Benjamin St. Juste did pretty good on it in OTAs. He did a pretty good job on him. He shut him down a little bit. So I'm really looking forward to seeing him to see if he can actually play on the other side of Terry, because that would be a deadly combination.
Yep.
For our offense. I'm looking forward to. I haven't, like a couple of callers ago, I haven't bought any merchandise in a while. Just to let you know, the last jersey I bought, man, was a Champ Bailey jersey. The 50th anniversary ones, the one with the arrowhead on the side of it.
Oh, yeah. The deep burgundy.
Back in 99. Back in 2001, I got that thing. And I still have it. I'm just looking forward to seeing the black ones on sale, but I don't know if they're going to be anytime soon. So, but man, I enjoy what you do, man. I really do. Tune into your channel for all the informations and the scuttlebutts. And like I said, man, I'm just looking forward to the season. I'm in Baltimore, man, once again, so I'm getting so tired of these. Oh, I'm getting so tired of these Ravens fans, man. every 5-10 minutes screaming something in my ear, man, because they have a great organization, man, but still, we on the coming, man. We'll get back. So, but like I said, man, I enjoy what you do, man, and keep going.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you calling in. I appreciate all of it. And, man, hey, shouts out to that Champ Bailey jersey. He's a Georgia Bulldog, man, so I was happy to hear that.
Oh, yes, indeed.
But, yeah, man, appreciate you calling in. Like I said, I'm trying to do these. No, I'm going to do these every week. I'm going to change it to Sunday. So, man, make sure you call in if you ever get the chance again, man. Appreciate it.
Outstanding. All right, man. Have a good one.
Yes, sir, man. You too. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got 2 callers. I'm about to bring y'all in, but I gotta shout out my boy Thomas Carter for the donation, man. Appreciate that big time. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm excited for the season, and for a long time we have had to temper our ambitions for this team, but why not us? Let's go Commanders, man. I feel that, man. I mean, like I said, looking at the NFC conference, it's not too rough. I think we can dethrone one of these teams. And remember last year, we were like the 6th seed out of 7 until we got hit with COVID. The whole O-line was gone. Half of the D-line was gone. And then Taylor Heineke, I appreciate everything he's done, but he could only do but so much with all of the injuries. I mean, Logan Thomas was gone the majority of the season, and we saw against that Packers game, against several games last season, when Logan Thomas was out, we had no red zone offense. Now, granted, Taylor Heineke was at fault for some of it, but a lot of it was just mostly injuries, and then also the schedule, toughest schedule in the NFL last year. Now we have tied for the easiest with the Cowboys. It's just like, bro, I agree. Why not us? But, man, I appreciate the donation again. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's good, Carl Mitchell? What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? Let me go ahead and bring on the next caller. We have Argo next. How you doing over there, Argo?
What's good?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, that man Argo sound a little older. Rich told me you did. He said you was in the Discord and everything. Again, make sure everybody join the Discord. It's the pinned comment, Best Commanders Discord doing it. They have it set up so well, man. I was in there for like 8 hours plus one day just talking football and everything. So make sure y'all join up. That's a good way to get a hold of me right there. But yeah, man, Argo, how you doing over there, man?
I've been chilling at least. Got really busy. That's really it. But let's talk some football, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I think this is a make or break for Dan Snyder. He's already kind of lost everything. The only way I can see him salvaging his reputation is by not inflating our ticket prices at all. Like, you can't inflate them with inflation being on an all-time high and all that. That's the only way I can see him salvaging his reputation with all him, with all the upping prices, keeping profits from the NFL. Mm-hmm. That's the only way I can see him salvaging his reputation anymore.
That and winning. At least, well, I'm not sure about salvaging, but we can ignore what he got going on as long as we win in games.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, also, it's a make or break year for quite a few people on our team.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, seems like it would be, what's his name? I forget his name. Never mind. But Troy Acme's a make or break year.
Oh, yeah.
He's off the team.
I forgot about Troy Acme.
Yeah. Yeah. Our defense, I mean, as long as COVID doesn't completely annihilate us or anything, injuries, COVID, anything, we can easily take 49ers out, Cardinals. We can even probably take Cowgirls if we felt like it. As long as we don't pull an Amber Heard and shit the bed.
Yeah, I mean, the Cowboys, if anything, got worse, and we got better. The Eagles definitely got better, so there's an argument for them. And the Giants got better, but they were just so much worse than everybody else. How much is that gonna matter? But yeah, like, the Cowboys got slightly worse this season.
Yeah, which is so as long as we can. I mean, yeah, two teams made the division or made the playoffs last year in our division. I can see us easily taking Cowgirls, no problem, because they're still paying Zeke, overpaying the life out of him. And I mean, like, with their offensive line only got worse. So Chase Young and Montez Sweat should be able to eat off of that. Jonathan Allen should be able to eat with that.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, with four Pro Bowlers on the D line, come on. How are you supposed to stop it? You have to block at least eight to have a fair chance. Unless you have a or something like that.
I'm hoping it's like that. I'm hoping they really dominate this year for real and actually play to their potential, all those first round picks.
Yes. I don't mean to reiterate anything, but if Chase Young, if Chase Young is out till like week 4 or 5, as long as he comes back 100%, I don't care. Because I'm sure Montez Sweat, Jonathan Allen, and Daron Payne can easily eat without him.
Yep, I agree. I definitely agree. Oh, and to somebody's point earlier, speaking of like with Chase Young being out, somebody brought up Chase Young being out. Who's gonna be behind him? I think we brought in F.A. Obata to potentially be the guy that he's gonna be part of a heavy rotation. I think it's gonna be him and like James Smith-Williams and I forgot the other guy's name. I think those guys are gonna be part of a rotation to replace Chase Young until he gets back, and then Montez Sweat's just gonna hold it down on the other side.
Honestly, it doesn't matter. Montez Sweat, Jonathan Allen, they can both eat like it's nobody's business. If it's them two on the line, it's fine. It's kind of like the Rams last year when they got Von Miller. Von's out of his prime and all that, but
yeah, man, I appreciate it, Argo, man. Like I said, we're going to be doing these every week all the way through training camp and everything. So, man, make sure you call back up. I can't wait for training camp. So when y'all call up, we can talk training camp and what just happened this week or what just happened today type of stuff. So, man, I appreciate you calling in, Argo. And I appreciate you joining the Discord for sure.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, man. Have a good evening.
You too. See ya.
Yeah. Yes, sir. We have 2 callers. We have 757 who I'm about to let in now. Then we have Rich who just came in after that person. But before I get to that, my boy Merle, first of all, appreciate you calling in again. And also shouts out for the donation. Terry goes for 1,200 yards, 12 TDs. Hey, I'm down, man. I think that's realistic. I think the 1,200 yards, honestly, is a little bit more realistic than the 12 touchdowns. Because I think when we get to the red zone, which I think we'll get there quite often, touchdowns, you're going to have to split that with the running backs, with the tight ends, especially. We have all of these big target tight end type of guys down there. So I think if I had to pick between the 1,200 yards and the 12 touchdowns, which is more realistic, I definitely think the 1,200 yards is a far safer bet, and I think he would easily reach that as long as everything goes according to plan, everybody stays healthy. What's good, Preston? Appreciate it, man. My boy, we got 757. Who's this?
Hello, hey Rico.
Yes, sir. What's good? Who's this?
This Sean Kelly from Newport News, Virginia, Mr. 757 himself.
Oh,
How
yeah,
you doing, man?
yes, sir.
I watch your YouTubers all the time. Hey, I know you say you got to go on a laptop or desktop, right? But I just only have a phone. I'm still trying to figure out how to subscribe. And today is the first day you have read my post, Sean Jackson on the YouTube thing. I want to talk to you about the possibility on combined stats as far as our offense go. I see our wide receivers combining about 3,400 in receiving, tight ends at about 1,000, and the running backs at about 4. How realistic is that to you?
Hold on, Sean. Can you get away from the background noise? They said it's killing them in the chat.
Yeah. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, you good?
Give me 1 second. I'm at work. Hold on.
Bet.
Running out the door down.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man, I've been waiting on this minute for Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's better. What's good?
All right. Yeah, I was saying the possibility of combined stats, like far as our wide receivers. I think with the 4 main guys, Samuels, Brown, Dotson, and Terry, I think they collectively can get about 3,400 to 3,700 yards receiving this year, and the tight ends, when used, up to 8 touchdowns and 1,000 yards receiving. How do you feel about that?
Hey, man, I think it's all on Carson Wentz. We're not devoid of talent, and I think Scott Turner's going to be able to scheme it up right. I think as long as Carson Wentz does what he needs to do, I think we're going to be straight. I think everybody should be able to eat. Now, I've told my friends that aren't Washington Commanders fans, You know, fantasy-wise, I don't know, because I think everybody's going to get a nice chunk of the pie, so I wouldn't go anybody, maybe Terry McLaurin early, but like Antonio Gibson and Jahan, all of these guys, Curtis Samuel even, J.D. McKissick, I think it's ultimately as fans, it's going to be great seeing everybody eat, and it's going to make us a more balanced team. It's going to result in more wins, but at the same time, fantasy football-wise, hey man, I don't know who you should bank your whole fantasy team on, because again, everybody's gonna eat. I think we get to the red zone, Cole Turner's gonna shine. So we'll see.
I believe that our defense, the defense that we all expected to see last year, we're gonna see somewhat, if not a better grade of that, due to the fact I believe that this will be the first time that our offense don't keep the defense on the field for 35, 30, anywhere from 27 to 35 minutes throughout the game. You know what I'm saying? They really can be rested with a blow, with a nice blow to it, far as the rest go. And I remember you had stated about what you had learned at the meeting with the dude Sean Wright about the uniforms. About the little one stitch and the way we was able to get the black uniforms. You said that we can only wear that one time, right?
Yeah, I think we're going to wear it. I think it's against the Vikings. It's somewhere like later in the season, all of the fans supposed to wear all black. And I'm assuming that means we're going to wear the all black jerseys, because that would only make sense.
Okay, but how many times can we wear the pants themselves?
I don't know. The pants part, I have no idea. I don't know if we're going to come out week 1 with black pants. I don't know how this is about to work. It's one of those, we just going to have to see how creative they feel like getting with this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I think that the black pants will bring out maybe the gold a little more, like but I don't know how it kind of looks, because I still ain't seen them, like everything up front, how I want to and everything. And another thing, I've been to Washington, I'm going to just say Washington, but I didn't choose to break up with the Redskins. This has been the longest relationship I've ever had. And the battles that I have with my whole family, they all Cowboys. It don't never work right. We done had some couple of years. Year before last when we swept them, I guess they forgot about that. But this year, I think we got a chance to at least 4-2, 5-1 in the division. I don't think Philly gonna beat us the first week. I don't think Dallas gonna beat us the first week. The biggest game that I think that's gonna be the biggest test for us, believe it or not, is week 1 with the Jaguars. For whatever reason, I think it's going. I mean, they're gonna have excitement, but the fact of getting up. I think the first half, if we is within 3 points, we win. If we go up big, we gonna lose, because I think they're gonna take them for granted. But weeks 2 through 4, I think we got that.
I hope so, man. I mean, we start off hot and, get things rolling, get some momentum before we get into the uglier part of our schedule, which is a really easy schedule overall. Now, I think we can do some damage for sure.
And the only reason why our schedule was so tough last year is because we lucked up and won a division a year before and went to the playoffs. So that was another thing about our breakdown in last year. And even if Wentz, I'm saying in my mind the way I'm thinking, because I guess we like anything that can go. What is it, Murphy's Law? You know what I'm saying? So I look at it in that point. But the run game is gonna have to take us from October through November, and I expect to see Tyler Heineke at least 4 weeks out this year, maybe 5, but at least 4 weeks. You're going to see Tyler Heineke. If he can go 3-1 or 3-2 in them 5 weeks, because I feel like for whatever reason he ain't built to endure a whole season with an extra game. Carson Wentz ain't. But long as COVID ain't part of the plan or whatever, I got him probably a little badly bruised, something like that. But yeah, at least Taylor Heineke 4 weeks.
I could definitely see that. I mean, I wouldn't put my life savings on Carson Wentz staying healthy the entire season. I'm hoping it happens, but I wouldn't either, man. But man, I appreciate that, Sean, man. Appreciate you calling in. Again, we're gonna do this weekly, so man, make sure you can call in if you can, and I appreciate it, man.
Okay, 1 second before you hang up. My Facebook joint is Bishop Rook Pond, right, on Facebook. If you hit for a friend request, because I need to become a member, and I only have a Android phone, and it will not, for whatever reason, will not allow me to subscribe to be a member.
Okay, bet. And you, Bishop, what?
It's Bishop Rook Pond. You'll see it as a picture of us at a Redskins game doing a bing bags at a cornhole.
All right, bet. All right, man. Yeah, we're gonna have to we're gonna figure that out.
All right.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
All right, Redskin Nation.
Yes, sir. My boy Sean, my boy Sean. Nation. Yeah, hey, man. We're all still adjusting.
Yeah. All right, man.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
All right.
Yes, sir. We got my boy. Oh, also, shouts out my boy Harvey. Appreciate the donation. My boy Harvey then jumped in here, gave a donation, man. Appreciate that. Loving the convo. Keep working, my boy Harvey, man. Appreciate that. We have the next caller. We got Rich, then Joseph, and then a 720 number. Let me go ahead and bring my boy Rich on. How you doing over there, Rich?
What's up, man?
Yes, sir. How you feeling?
I'm doing good. Nothing crazy going on for real. But man, when you haven't streamed in a minute, and I see people coming out the woodworks with these takes, man. Like, my God, these takes are just all over the place. If I'm just keeping it a buck with you, but I don't have much to say, so I'm just gonna address what other people said. Like I said, gotta get my rebuttal off. I've been telling you, I gotta get it off, bro. But all it is whether you buy the merch or not, Dan Snyder's gonna get his money. It might go down a little bit, but I promise you, it's not gonna hurt as much as you think it is. Or maybe you're on the same wavelength as me, as you know it's not gonna hurt him, but you just not gonna support it. Whatever. And I respect it. I understand it. But he just know he's gonna get his money no matter what. Number two.
Okay.
I ain't. You know what? I'm name dropping. Yo, Merle might be a great guy. Might be a great person. Logan Thomas is not getting cut from this football team, bro. I don't know where you got that nonsense from. I don't know how you start off with that. I don't know where. Like, I don't get it. Maybe no, I'm not tripping. Where did you get that from? And he brought up another name, I don't remember, but yeah, that was, man. It gets a lot worse. Like, takes get a lot worse than that, but that was a bad one. I'm not even gonna hold you. That was a bad one. Yeah, I mean, when it comes to the rebrand, hey, the jerseys is nice. I don't like that yellow W just on the smack dab in the middle of that black helmet, but everything else I love. Like, literally everything else I love. It's just that pisses me off. They just said boop, and like, it's like, why? That's so unnecessary. Like, not necessary at all. But yeah. When it comes to the team, I gotta start going 10-7. This is a very favorable schedule. It's historically known, not just here, but in Carolina too. Ron Rivera starts off slow and then picks it up. Obviously, you had that 15-1 season where there was no dry spots until, week 16, 17, when they lost to the Falcons.
Yeah.
But yeah, he usually starts off slow and picks it up. We saw that last year. Started off very slow, went on a 4-game winning streak right after the bye, with the bye being in the middle of the year. But this year, hopefully that doesn't stay the same, because, I mean, I love the schedule, but the bye week, man, the bye week's in like week 13.
Yeah.
So if we do that same nonsense we did last year, I mean, if we going for a late playoff push, that might be fine if we on the cusp. But if we can't dig ourselves out of a hole with this bye week, like we can't do that. That's out the window. And I hope we not like that because we have a very favorable, first couple weeks, so we can start off hot or start off good enough to, do something to be in the conversation at least. But when I look at the schedule, I'm like, I see 10 wins. I have to see it. Obviously, hey, I'm gonna say this now. I hope y'all listening. If you're not listening, make sure you're listening. Carson Wentz isn't gonna play 17 games, man. No matter how good, how bad we do, it's not even a respect thing or his skill set. There's just something that always happens with him. He hasn't gotten the vaccine, so if there's any sort of spread that goes on in the organization, he's gonna have to be out for like 10 days, which is automatically a game.
Yeah.
So and then obviously his injury history. So he's not gonna play 17 games. Get your mind wrapped around Taylor Heineke playing probably 3 games. Just get your mind ready for that. Just mentally prepare yourself for that. Not saying you gotta throw away the season because of it. Just say, get your mind wrapped around it. That's all I want y'all to do. Just giving out a PSA so that there's no surprises. Because I don't like being surprised. I wouldn't. So if I don't like being surprised, I assume y'all don't like being surprised. And we just gotta take it. It's just what we gotta do. Right. So stuff happens. This is just unfortunately one of them. I'm not a Heineke doubter, but him starting 17 games is very scary. But him starting 3 games, I'm fine with that. Get your head wrapped around that. So that's gonna happen.
Yep. Good point.
Hope for the best, expect for the worst. I don't know why we're not doing that this year. I'm saying 10-7, and that's usually high for me. So even with me being high on this team, I see some of y'all saying 13, 14. Yo, chill, bro. Chill. I know it's tempting. I know there's not much to talk about. I know you see an improved quarterback and a better schedule, and you're like, we could be so much better. And we can. 3 to 4 wins is so much. That's a lot. It's a lot better. But you can't expect everything because going into the season, me, Rico, anyone you know, maybe even yourself, probably even yourself, did not have us going on a 4-game win streak and beating the Tampa Bay Buccaneers after they come off a bye week and after we come off a bye week. I'm pretty sure they came off a bye week. Somebody fact check that if I'm wrong. But, yeah, don't set yourself up. Thank you, Mega. Y'all set yourself up every year. I'm not going to fall for that. I'm not going to do it. Y'all can. I'm not going to. But I want to put out the PSA and throw out the rope. So if you want to grab it, you can, and I'll pull you up. That's all I had to say.
All right, man. Appreciate that, Rich, man. Funny as always. I think we have 6 more people behind you. So, man, I appreciate it, man. My boy Rich calling in and all of that, man.
Man, no problem. Anytime.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate you again. Trying to do this every week, so we're gonna start doing these on Sundays through training camp, through preseason, all the way through the regular season, all of that, and hopefully through the postseason. So, man, appreciate you calling in again, Rich.
Yeah, man, no problem. Love being on here. Seems like people love me.
Yes, sir, man. Have a good evening. Yes, sir.
You too.
Yes, sir. All right, we about to go ahead and move to the next caller. We have Joseph up next. Let me go ahead and bring my boy Joseph in. How you doing over there, Joseph?
You good, bro? How are you?
Good, man. How you feeling over there?
I'm all right. I'm chilling. Yeah, so I'm just going to start off by debating on what Rich said. We seem to have forgotten that last year was a 17-game season. And Carson Wentz played all 17 games, though he was hurt, but he was still playing. So let's just nip that out the butt, or get that out of the way. And let's say that other than that, I agree with everything that Rich said. Don't I'm not gonna put like no high I'm not gonna put no high expectations or anything on the Washington Commanders. But yeah, we're definitely gonna do better than last year.
For sure.
I mean, there's no way that we can win 3 games. We can't be worse than what we were when we drafted Chase Young. So that's something. Up next, I believe that the Terry McLaurin contract was a smart contract signing, like business-wise. That's smart money making decision to put the money in the back end, so it's not really doing that big of a cap hit in the beginning. And hopefully Jahan Dotson and Terry will be like Reggie Wayne, Marvin Harrison.
That would be amazing. That would be beautiful.
And let's say something else. I want to say something else. This defense is going to be special. Mm-hmm. I don't know if we're going to break the sack record, but this defense is going to be special. And all those analysts that were saying, like Adam Schefter must be on some heroin or cocaine when he said that we was going to be 0-8 to start the season. And then another dude I saw said that we was going to be swept by everybody in our division, even the Giants. Yeah, they're definitely smoking crack or something. So
doing that for
I was like, yeah, I'm not watching nothing until the season starts. Don't be surprised. And yeah, that's basically what I have to say.
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate that, my boy Joseph, man. Yeah, nah, that somebody's doing that for clickbait there, because there's no way he truly believes that. But yeah, man, appreciate that, Joseph, man. Definitely, again, doing this every week, so make sure you call back if you can. I'm gonna start doing these on Sundays, so if you're free Sunday, man, please call back.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate it, man. Oh, and also, before you go, because you just reminded me, because you watch anime too. About to be on Protect Sports. He's starting like a anime channel thing, so I'm gonna be with him a lot on there. So make sure y'all pull up to that once he like gets it finalized and gets everything down. And I'm not sure if he's starting a new channel to do it or whatever, but we talking anime and stuff on there and stuff like that. So man, definitely make sure y'all pull up to that too. And also, again, everybody, make sure y'all join the Discord. Man, appreciate that, Joseph.
Yeah, I'm thinking about making a YouTube channel, because a lot of my friends are saying that I should make a YouTube channel, but I don't know what content I should put. Well, maybe I should do anime or something.
Hey, man. Hey, it's anything you want, man. I mean, honestly, you could do a bunch of stuff on one channel if you wanted to. I always keep saying, man, start as soon as possible, because you're going to look back a year from now and be so happy you started.
All right, Reese.
All right, man. Appreciate that, Joseph. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Take care.
Yes, sir. Take care. Take care. Next up, we have the 720 number. Who's this?
This is Kirby. How you doing, partner?
Oh, Kirby. How you doing over there, Kirby?
All right. Well, you know me, the old Redskin historian. I had a great gut feeling 1969 when they brought Lombardi here. And he brought us the first winning season in 14 years. And then I had a good feeling when they hired Joe Gibbs. I was a little worried after he lost the first 5 games, but they turned it around, went to Super Bowl in 82 and went back to the Super Bowl in 83 and had good feelings in 87. And I'm having good feelings about this 2022 Redskin Washington Commanders team.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I'm really excited about it. If our young and athletic tight ends can blossom, we can have one hell of a team. You know, I mean, as long as our offensive line will give Wentz at least 3 seconds, he ought to be able to burn them, because he looks for his tight ends if nobody's 1-1,
Yep.
1-on-1. But I'm not real happy that we're not doing any controlled scrimmages with other teams, because it's always better to hit a different colored jersey. Speaking of colors, they can have the Commanders can wear any colors they want to, as long as it's burgundy and gold. But yeah.
Yeah, we were supposed to be with the Bills, but it got canceled, and maybe the J.D. McKissick situation is the reason that it's gone. But originally, going into the offseason, we were supposed to do joint practices with the Bills, and then it got canceled.
Right, yeah, you mentioned that on one of your videos, because I always listen to your videos on Street Scores, and I
appreciate it.
And I really like your podcast on Thursdays. You can let the people know about that. But my question to you is, do you feel that as far as the Mike linebacker, you think that we're gonna have us a good one?
I hope so. I mean, I think Cole Holcomb is technically taking over Mike linebacker responsibilities, the middle linebacker.
I know, but I'm not real
excited about
sold on that.
And I mean, they said they may bring in Anthony Barr in August. If we don't look good at the linebacker position and Anthony Barr is available, John Comm, he doesn't try to be first. He tries to be the most accurate. And he said they're interested in Anthony Barr, but we're going to wait till August to bring him in if we feel like we need to at that point.
Yeah. Well, I like some of our offensive linemen, but to me, the jury's still out if they can do the short pulls and long pulls and down block and drive block and run block and, work as a team like the old Hogs used to do, and we need that running game. But I just wanted to call in and thank you for the live streaming. You've got some excellent callers with a lot of football knowledge. I've been listening to them. They some smart young people out there. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Appreciate you calling in, Kirby, man.
Right.
Thank you for always being a part of the Thursday call-in show too, man. Really appreciate it.
Okay, buddy. And
yes, sir. We'll see you Thursday.
Hail to the whoever we are. All right. Bye.
All right, man. Appreciate it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's my boy Kirby. He's always there on my Thursday call-in shows. If anybody wants to join in, y'all are welcome to always join the call-in show I have on Thursday. It's just straight up radio. It's like we're all talking at the same time. It's not one by one. Everybody just gets added in, and we're just talking football for an hour every Thursday, 7-8 p.m. Let me go ahead and bring the next caller on. We have Astonishing, aka Command Center. How you doing over there?
How you doing, Rico?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, I just want to try to help Kirby feel a little better there. I'm not too worried about the linebacker position like I was before. That's my favorite position. I've been hard for us to get like one of those for the last 2 years outside of Jamin Davis. Really hasn't happened. But I think the scheme and everything is going to take care of that. I think we're going to have a situation where we're going to play a lot more 5 down linemen or even outside of the nickel, I think we're going to end up playing a lot more dime. Jamin Davis has really, Ben St. Juste has really stepped up there. I can see him going in the nickel and us working out more dime packages, and I think everything will be fine there just because of the players around and how we're going to scheme things up. I don't think linebacker is going to be as big a deal.
Yeah.
But it's just the modern NFL. It's like running back these days. It's not as important as a lot of us want it to be. But I'm just super excited about this offense, man.
Man, same here.
I've been, I was a little worried about just very initially. I was very worried about Carson Wentz, but Bloodshot Sports, he was riding with him even before we got him. And I just really looked into him, and man, he just gets way too much hate. Like, he's had nothing to work with his whole career. I mean, a washed-up Alshon Jeffrey. Alshon Jeffrey was 3 years removed from any good football before he even came to Philly. Like, and that's the best guy he had until he got Michael Pittman last year. And Michael Pittman's like a solid wide receiver too. But how good is that, and how good is having the best running back when you like, oh, well, it helps, stack the box so it's easier to pass on. Well, it still leaves them 3 people to, double cover Michael Pittman. I just think that Carson Wentz has done the most with the least out of any top-tier quarterback. And yeah, he's top tier. He was 8th in QBR last year, even with the situation. The bad years he had, you could just see his team crumbling around him from his MVP season on. It was just injured offensive linemen. His last year in 2020, when everything completely fell apart, he didn't have Zach Ertz for 6 weeks. He didn't have Dallas Goedert for 6 of the 10 weeks he played. It was the worst situation possible, but the blame has all fell on Carson Wentz. When he's a guy that's got all the abilities and all the traits that the top tier quarterbacks have. He's got a big arm. Mm-hmm. He's mobile. He can escape. He can extend plays. The reason that, the Matt Staffords, the Pat Mahomeses, all the top guys are great. He's got all that. He just hasn't had anything to work with. And now he comes here. He's got all those traits of the Josh Allens, the top tier kind of guys. And here in Washington, he's going to have a chance to have way more than even those guys are having to work with.
Yeah.
He's not Terry's elite. Terry's top tier, and that's the kind of receiver that when you match him with a good quarterback can carry a whole offense, like Devontae Adams had been doing for years with Aaron Rodgers. You got a good quarterback and an elite wide receiver, or elite quarterback and elite wide receiver, you can get a lot done. Yeah. Well, we got Carson, we got Terry, we got Jahan, we got Curtis Samuel, it's like 49ers are getting it done just with a Debo. Well, we got a Debo-like player, and we got a Terry, and we got a Jahan, who could be like Allen for the Chargers, the best slot guy in the league. Mm-hmm. Like, we have so much talent, and then we have all those offensive weapon type players that can run the ball and, receive. We got Samuel, we got Gibson, we got McKissick.
Even Terry on the screen.
I think that Scott Turner doesn't get the credit. I think he's really going to be able to just wild out this year and be super creative and blow a lot of minds. And I just feel like we have everything that other teams have, like, all into one. And we're not getting any looks like that. Like, nobody's respecting it. That's a real big reason why I think that we're going to go 13-4. Like, Ron Rivera in his 3rd year in Carolina went 12-3 or whatever. We got an extra game. I think that extra game will be an extra win for us. I think it's going to be an awesome season. I'm super pumped.
I'm excited too, man, especially with the schedule, man. Like, I think it's just time to put up or shut up with the way the schedule's set up.
Yeah, and the schedule, if you look at, like, the hardest part of the schedule, the toughest teams we face every good running team in the NFL except the Patriots, pretty much. Like, we play the best rushing teams in the NFL, but with the weapons we have and our defense hopefully stepping up, we're going to be able to jump past them. You know, if it comes down to them having a lead and us only having a minute and 20, I think we're going to be able to score where other teams that have to rely on that run game aren't going to be able to. So I think we're just set up. Like, I think it's going to be a great year, and I could definitely see at least winning a playoff game. Might sound crazy, but the NFC Championship game doesn't sound crazy. I don't think we'd win it, but I don't think it's crazy that we could get there.
Yeah, hey, man. If Carson Wentz balls out, the sky's the limit, honestly, for us. But, man, I appreciate it. My boy Command Center. I still have you saved as Astonishing, but I just know who you are. Make sure y'all subscribe to my boy Command Center, man. If you like his takes, if you like his opinions and bringing the facts, make sure y'all subscribe to my boy Command Center. Y'all see him in the comment section as well. Man, appreciate that, man.
All right, take it easy, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, my boy, man. Got me ready for week 1, man. I love the energy. I love the optimism, man. Again, make sure I go subscribe to my boy Command Center on YouTube, man. Always coming with facts. Watches a lot of does a lot of great film study as well too, man. So your boy Rico definitely endorses my boy. He was the one that was just talking on the phone just now. Make sure I subscribe to my boy. Let me bring on next up. We have VA Money Group. How you doing over there, VA Money Group?
What's up, man?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's good?
Man, everything's everything, man. It's cold, man. Hate to bust anybody's bubble. I know this is a lot of optimism going around, a lot of positive energy, you know what I'm saying? But here's the reality, in my opinion. Carson Wentz hasn't changed since the part of the offseason before we got him. You know, all the hate that this organization got when we traded all of that, what was it, 2 seconds, 2/3 and a possible second for Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz is still the same guy. You know, he's had good interviews and stuff like that, but he's still the same guy. And we know who he is, right? We know exactly who Carson Wentz is. There's a lot of people trying to double back. Oh, watch the games again. They didn't lose because of him. You know, watch the games again, this and that. Listen, we saw the games. We saw Carson Wentz. He hasn't changed. Carson Wentz, a lot of you guys, there's a narrative out. McLaurin is going to be his best wide receiver that he's ever worked with. Okay, fine. That's not what I don't care how many yards McLaurin gets. We're trying to improve the team, right? That's the goal. It's a team sport. It's not a sport where you root for a player to smash fantasy football records. That's not what we're doing here. You know what I'm saying? So here's the reality about Carson Wentz, right? Carson Wentz, almost every year that he's been in the league, has played on a better team than the team that we have right now. All right, I'm going to repeat that one more time. Carson Wentz, almost every year that he's been in the league, has played on a better team than the team we have right now. And all of the success that those teams have had with Carson Wentz on their roster, they've had in spite of Carson Wentz being on their roster. He played well a couple years. Cool. That same team, without him, won the Super Bowl. This is how this works. They almost won another one. They almost made another run to the Super Bowl without him again the next year. You get what I'm saying? Listen, Carson Wentz, he's not the worst quarterback ever, but is he anywhere near as good as what people are saying he is? No, he is not. He's not a top 10 quarterback. He's not a top 15 quarterback. Listen, there's a lot of hate, Heineke hate, getting drummed up. Oh, at least we got somebody that's better than Heineke. Yeah, how much better than Heineke though? He had good numbers. Yeah, good numbers last year. Carson Wentz. Good numbers with one of the best offenses in the league. Were they that good of an offense because of Carson Wentz? That same team was in the playoffs the year before, and I think the year before they beat the Baltimore Ravens in the playoffs. Am I right? Do you remember, Rico?
I don't remember that. I don't remember for that.
They didn't. With Phillip Rivers, they didn't smash the Ravens in the playoffs.
I do not
I think
remember.
they won a playoff game the year before that. Okay, so either way, the Colts are a good team, right? They're a better team than us. They have the best running game in the whole league. They have a great offensive staff over there. We do not have any of what they have, right? We have a lot of pieces, but we don't have we don't have the quality, right, of staff to the point where we're going to prop up Carson Wentz to throw for 35, 40 touchdowns, 4,500 yards, and only 10 interceptions or less. That's not what's going to happen. What's going to happen is you're going to see probably not even a guy that's as comfortable with the system as Heineken was last year. You're going to see a guy learning the system. You're going to see a version of what Alex Smith was 2 years ago. This is my prediction. And I'm not trying to be negative Nancy, trying to be a party pooper or none of that. This is the reality. Stop hyping up this team every year. We're turning into Cowboys fans. Listen, with the schedule that we have, even if Carson Wentz struggles, we're still going to win 10 games. We're going to win. We're going to be successful in spite of Carson Wentz. We're going to win 10 games anyway. You know what I mean? Dog, we didn't have an offense 2 years ago when we went to the playoffs. We had no offense. Listen, I've been watching this team my whole life. I've been a Redskins fan my whole life. That was the worst offense we ever had. Ever. We had Jim Zorn. We had this coach. We had some terrible coaches. That was the worst offense we've ever had, man. Ever in life. We had no offense. We could not move the ball, man. We could not move the ball. We still won. You know what I'm saying? We're going to win 10 more games. We're going to go to the playoffs. Hopefully, with 10 games, we can go to the playoffs. In spite of Carson Wentz. All this love for Carson Wentz, man, listen, it's going to be hate. In about like 2.5, 3 months, this love is going to be hate. And that's what I don't want to happen. I want Carson Wentz to stay until we get a better option. That's what I want. I want Carson Wentz to stay for 2 or 3 years until, what's the guy from Sam Howell? Until he develops. I want him to just, sit for 2 years or even 3 if need be. I don't want us, the fanship, like they're turning on Chase Young even. Oh, Chase, this is a make or break year for Chase Young. If he doesn't get 15 sacks, we should, you know what I mean? He better get 15 sacks. Fucking idiots. These guys, dog, these fans, we Redskins, this organization, whatever you guys call them, we now have the worst fans in all of football. Listen, Carson Wentz is not a Pro Bowl player. He's not a top 15 quarterback. He's solid if you block for him. You know what I'm saying? We'll block for him. We have the offensive line. We're not going to be playing any killers this year. You know what I mean? I didn't see Aaron Donald on our schedule. We should be fine. We'll win 10 games, and hopefully he'll get to stay 2-3 years. I don't want any fans up with pitchforks and burning sticks trying to get Carson Wentz out of town if he's not Aaron Rodgers. You get what I'm saying? If he's not throwing 30-plus touchdowns in the season, I don't want to hear a lot of Carson Wentz hate. He's not that guy. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Terry McLaurin is the best wide receiver ever. Dude, they won a Super Bowl. Forget Terry McLaurin. They won a Super Bowl, the team that he was on. They had the best running game in the league last year, the team that he was on. We don't have any of that, bro. We're not going to win a Super Bowl. Let's just take it a step at a time. Okay, you got a quarterback that's slightly better. Now let's you know what I'm saying? Let's just be satisfied with this, man. That's all I got.
All right, man. Appreciate that, my boy VA Money Group. Hey, man, I love all of the different opinions, man. I love it. Like, I mean, one person's completely on one side, one person's completely on the other side, man. Again, this call-in show is for y'all, so I'm just trying to hear y'all opinions. And, man, I love it, man. I love the fact that everybody comes with their true opinions on everything, man. I appreciate it, man. My boy VA Money Group. Again, I'm doing this every Sunday from now on. I mean, I know today's Monday, but we're going to do it for every Sunday. Make sure everybody join the Discord, man. I appreciate you calling in. If you can call in next week, man, I'd appreciate it.
All right, man.
Yes, sir. My boy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, I forgot to thank Carl Mitchell for the big 20 donation earlier, too, man. My boy Carl Mitchell with the big donation. Appreciate that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My boy, appreciate that again. Matter of fact, I gotta do a different emote, man, because that was the biggest donation. We gotta give him a different one. But man, yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, my boy VA Money Group, man. That's exactly what I love about these call-in shows, man. I absolutely love it, man. It's so many different opinions, and I love the fact that everybody's so serious about it. Like, nobody hears somebody else's opinion and backs off. Like, maybe I shouldn't say this. No, y'all come in and y'all like, this is what it is, man. I absolutely love it, man. That's the main reason I do this. My boy King Saw with the donation, man. Appreciate it. Carson Wentz had a better season than Dak this year. I'm calling it right now, man. Appreciate the donation. Man, I can't wait to see it, man. I mean, like I said, the Cowboys got slightly worse. I mean, he lost his favorite target. We'll see if CeeDee Lamb becomes that guy that people thought he would be, that I even thought he would be coming out of college. I've seen pieces of it, but I haven't fully seen it yet. We'll see if Michael Gallup can truly step up and be a true wide receiver too. And I mean, I wouldn't believe in Zeke at this point. I mean, every offseason it's, oh, he's so much slimmer now, or he's looks so much more, fit and things like that. He's lost weight. They're doing the same thing this offseason. I got to see it, man, for the Cowboys. The Eagles, I feel like, are our biggest threat, honestly, but we'll see. But yeah, let me go ahead and we have two more callers. We got my boy, who's next up? We got Preston next. How you doing over there, Preston?
What's up, Rico, my man?
What's good, man?
I'm all right. I'm just to keep on the optimistic thing. I'm of the opinion that we will be better than last year, and I see 11-win season. I even see us having a home playoff game and possibly a playoff win. I'll temper my expectations by how well the defense stops other people from scoring on us. If we are a top 10 defense, and we are at one of the upper echelon offenses, sky's the limit. Because you win with defense in the playoffs, but offense gets you to the playoffs.
That's exactly how I feel.
So that's where I am with it. Yeah, I'm a little worried about linebacker, but like I said, it's scheme more than anything else, and we don't really scheme for a lot of linebacker depth. We scheme to have more coverage on the field because it's a throwing league, and they favor offense. It's not necessarily a running game. So, I mean, if you happen to have a nice shining running back that can run between the tackles, that's great. We got guys who can catch, and we got guys who can run. So, if they can't scheme against us, or we got the tight end game going, they can't scheme against us, that's going to make us just that much better. And to be honest with you, not to throw any water on anyone's take, I don't think it is totally on Carson Wentz to win games for you. You got athletes that are going to make plays for you. It's all up about, scheme and execution. Guys got to run. Guys got to catch. You got a lot of guys that are going to have a lot of hands out there ready to catch the ball.
Yep.
And we get our quarterback 3 to 4 seconds to get that ball where it needs to go and score. That's the question. Am I wrong?
Yeah, man. Hey, I agree. I mean, Carson Wentz is going to be a lot of it, but yeah, I mean, he can't catch the ball too. So they're going to have to get open. They're going to have to catch all of that. I agree.
And here's one other thing that people are forgetting. He does not have a guaranteed contract. If the Commanders want to guarantee his money, they keep him on next year. They aren't guaranteed to hold on to anything. So he is playing for a contract.
Yeah.
He has all the incentive in the world to win this year, to make himself look good. He's got weapons around him. He has no excuse. If he doesn't win with this team as constructed, I honestly think he doesn't have a job in the league next year as a starter. He is playing for a job next year.
Perpetual backup.
He is playing for a job next year. And everybody needs to remember that about Carson Wentz. He is playing for a contract. If he is unhealthy, he's going to get his butt out on the field and play. If he's got one arm tied behind the back, he's going to get out on the field and play because he is playing for his money.
He's playing for his career.
This year, we don't owe him squat. We don't owe him squat. So get the notion out of your head that he's the worst quarterback ever. He is going to be the best version of Carson Wentz he can physically be this year. It's all on him. It's all on what's going on upstairs. It's all on what he lays on the field. He's got to lay it all on the line because he's got to be able to eat. And if his offense is not eating, that defense is not going to eat because that defense is going to be on the field too long. And what have we been saying for the last 2 years with all these studs on defense? We don't have an offense to keep those guys off the field so they can rest, so they can go out there and rip and run it at the daggone quarterback on the other side of the ball. If those guys are resting and they only got 20 minutes to play, they're going to pin their ears back and kill people.
Yeah.
But if they're going to be on the field 40 minutes playing defense, you're going to be in trouble. So it's all about scheme. It's all about execution. Carson Wentz got all the incentive in the world to be all-world this year. If he doesn't, it's on him. He is not going to be a starting quarterback. And Mr. Howell, look, he's waiting to wait. There's a reason we went and drafted his butt. Not only the best player available, but, we are kind of sort of thinking about quarterback in the future. And he dropped right in our lap, so why not get that guy and coach him up?
Yep.
Because I think he's going to be a gamer for us if we put the right things out there. He already has a team around him. So, Carson, you can play yourself out of a job this year, and he got a young buck named Sam who's ready to take over for you. So I'm just saying, I don't want some rook to play. And to be honest with you, if I see Taylor Heineke, I want to see him in an emergency situation, or if he has to start because Sam ain't ready. I honestly think, Carson's got to get his butt on the field, lay it all on line. It's all about Carson this year. All about Carson.
Completely agree.
You don't have to put the team on the back and have winning scoring drives, but you need to put them in a good position, and you need to make smart decisions on the field. If the play calls for you to hand it off to your daggone running back, or you got an audible against the daggone play because you see a certain defense, you have enough football smarts to know you have to audible yourself out of the play and execute the daggone check down. That's what you got to do as a starting NFL quarterback. I think he has that skill set. The question is, will he make good decisions when he's in trouble? That's my only X factor with him.
Yeah, those
Rico,
panic situations.
I am so glad I'm so glad I'm a contributing member again. I'm gonna give you a little story about myself.
Okay.
I'm changing the career. The job changed over. I didn't know where the money was gonna come at. I had to go and sunset on our relationship. I'm glad to be back, and I will continue supporting your ass because I love what you do, brother. I love it. Thank you for keeping me hype all summer long.
Hey, man, I
you are the
appreciate
greatest.
it.
Thank you, my brother.
Hey, like I said, this is about to be weekly, so if you have the time, definitely call back. I'm going to do these on Sundays. I mean, I appreciate it. I completely agree with everything you said, and to add to it, like your point with the defense not being on the field as long, also with an explosive offense will play with the lead. So like you said, they'll be able to pin their ears back, and they'll know third and long, they're passing the ball, rush the passer. So Chase Young and Montez Sweat get to do what they do best instead of having to, worry about, okay, maybe they'll run it, maybe they'll pass it. No, they'll know when we have a lead, they're passing the ball, and they can do what they do best and get in the backfield. So, but man, I appreciate you calling in, Preston, man.
Dictate to them what you got to do. Dictate to that offense what they got to do. When you dictate what they got to do with your defense, guess what's going to happen? You're going to win ball games.
Yep.
Thank you, brother. I love you.
Man, appreciate it, man. Same here, man. And I'll catch you next week.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. My boy, my boy. All right, next up we have Derek. How you doing over there, Derek?
Hey, what's up, man?
What's good? What's good? How you feeling?
Good, man. Yeah, I Thomas Carter was the name, man, but my phone show up as Derek. I use my middle name, for my phone jump.
Oh, let me go ahead and change that right now then. Hold on. Okay.
Yeah. The other thing too, man, is I need to become a member too, like my man that was telling you earlier, so I need to get that figured out sooner than later.
All right, bet. Rich, I saw Rich say in the comment section that he knows how to help with that. So we're gonna put something together. We're gonna have to figure that out.
All right, that's what's up. So I hear everybody talking, man. Some people hyped up for Carson Wentz, some people not. But I'm gonna say that I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. You dig? But I'm sipping it. like it got some moonshine or some liquor in it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
Feeling
just dumping it, but I'm sipping it, right? And it tastes good, man. For the first time, man, in a long time, it tastes real good and it's going down real smooth. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of people gonna be twisted, but twisted in a good way this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's all about, like I say, it's all about body of work, right? Like when you do Pro Bowls or you do Hall of Fame or whatever the case may be.
The conference has been locked.
You're going to go back and look at the quarterback like Eli Manning and say, man, look at all these interceptions, man, you got over the years and how many times you tried to, force the ball, and it got picked off and this, like, no. Once he won them chips, that took all that pain away.
Yeah.
And that's all Carson Wentz got to do. He just got to win them chips. I mean, think about it. Same way people talked about Eli Manning is the same way people talk about Carson Wentz. But he still ended up winning a chip. You see what I'm saying?
Yep. Yeah.
So, like for me, I'm just gonna keep it a buck, man. Hey, God bless Heineke, man. God bless his heart, man. He a soldier. You know what I'm saying? I give him that. But he ain't got that arm talent. And you and I both know if you look at some of the games that we had last year, it's at least 4 games that we didn't win because he played against top-tier defenses and they knew he didn't have the arm talent.
Yep.
They knew he didn't.
Played the run. He kept everything in front of him.
Yeah, and then you could go back to the game where Terry McLaurin got frustrated when he was getting checked by Marshawn Lattimore. Remember that game?
Oh, yeah.
Why you think he got frustrated? Because Marshawn Lattimore was like, man, you can't go deep. So all I'm going to do is just play medium and short routes because that's all you're going to do the whole game. You can't go deep. That's what he was telling them the whole game. You can't go deep.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
I sure hate to be you.
Exactly. Look at what Terry said. Matter of fact, they showed a clip, the Chargers game, and Justin Herbert made a pass, right? I mean, it was a pretty pass. And Terry, what did Terry say? Oh man, if I could get a pass like that, he said it. You said so. That tells you everything. And people got to understand that Carson Wentz can make them throws, man. Now, who do I compare Carson Wentz to? Brett Favre. Meaning, he gonna take chances, and you gonna love them chances, but you gonna die by them chances.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you get with Carson Wentz. He gonna take the big chances that's gonna have you at the edge of your seat, and if he make it, the crowd is gonna cheer. But if he take the big chance, and he come up short, people gonna get the grumbling like, oh man, why he do that? He ain't need to do that. But that's who he is.
Yeah.
So that's my take, bro.
And I appreciate it. I definitely agree. We're gonna live and die by. You say what?
Say what now?
I was just saying we're gonna live and die by Carson Wentz.
We got all these people in this junk, man.
Oh yeah, man. It's crowded in here, man. We getting it back up, slowly working our way back up.
Yeah, that's what's up. But yeah, man, but I don't want to take too much more time with some other people waiting, man, and I appreciate the love, man.
Man, I appreciate it, man. My boy Thomas, man, appreciate that, man. Definitely, again, doing this every week, moving it to Sundays weekly. Make sure you call in if you can, man. I appreciate it.
I appreciate it, bro.
All right, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My dog bringing some good points. All right, and then the final caller, we have a 253 number. Who's this?
Yo, hello?
Yes, sir. Who's this?
Hey, what's good, Rico?
What's good?
So, this your boy Josh. A.k.a. Fat American, a.k.a. Fat Bastard, What's good, man?
Gosh, let me say that. What's good, man?
Hey, so I want to keep it nice, short, and sweet for you because, I don't want to be rambling on past the
you
time
good.
and all that. Hey, so one thing first, man. So, I agree with the sentiment that Carson Wentz is actually the best quarterback we've had since Kurt. I think he's potentially better than Alex Smith. even when he was healthy. And I'm going to go out and say that he's probably got more upside than Kirk. Would you agree with that, or what do you think? What's your opinion on that? Would you rather have Kirk or Carson as a quarterback?
I would definitely say Kirk is safer, but Carson Wentz definitely has more upside. I mean, maybe if you have the perfect team and you just want a quarterback that can just do all of the right things and not take too many risks, maybe you prefer Kirk Cousins. And I do love our roster, but I prefer Carson Wentz is going to take risks. First of all, it's going to be more fun to watch. Now, I think Kirk Cousins' deep ball is a little underrated, but I think Carson Wentz does have top 8, top 5 talent. He just has to put it together. It's all mental with him.
Facts. Because like a lot of people, they discredit Carson, man, but they forget that he didn't really have a team in Philly. Like he carried a lot of those teams that when he had those good seasons. I mean, am I wrong or
2019, man? Boy.
Yeah, that dude. Who was his number one? Come on, like who was his best receiver his whole time in Philly? Who?
Man, he had
Aguilar?
Older Deshaun, older Aguilar, and Zach Ertz. Dallas Goedert?
Dallas Goedert could beat, but I mean, like what? Deshaun Jackson got hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. You know how it is. With Deshaun, he ain't reliable.
No, this is definitely the best receiving core he's ever had. I think Terry McLaurin's the best receiver he's had too. Period.
And look, man. Besides Kirk, who else was as good as like an actual quarterback that we've had since in the Dan Snyder era? I mean, who?
Man, it's been a rough list of guys. It's a ninja scroll. Carson Wentz definitely one of the ones I'm the most optimistic about for sure. I mean, I guess like Rich said, you can throw RG3 in there, but I mean, even coming out of the draft, I always had that, man. He's kind of injury prone. He's kind of small, and I was really like, okay, things are going well. He hasn't gotten hurt yet, and then it happened. So I wasn't surprised, but it still sucked when RG3 got hurt. I mean, he was injury prone coming out.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean, that season he had was unbelievable, man. It's too bad he had that injury, and he's never been the same since.
Yeah, definitely my favorite season so far since
I've been alive. At first I was kind of like, man, Carson Wentz, come on, man. But after I calmed down and looked at the numbers, and I was like, you know what, we should be excited. I think we should be a little optimistic, cautiously optimistic, but there's nothing wrong with being a little optimistic about Carson Wentz, man.
Yeah.
And last question, man, and then I'll leave it at this: is what is your favorite memory of the Redskins, Washington football team, Commanders, whatever, during Daniel Snyder's tenure time here?
I feel like the RG3 season is obvious, so that's like automatic because I mean that was like my first year of college, so I was in New York talking crazy to Giants fans. And of course, all my Atlanta Falcons fans, friends back home, I was talking crazy to them over the Xbox. And I mean, I was just talking, I was talking everything until that, we were 14-0 against the Seahawks, and it's been downhill since then. But I was talking crazy then. I think added to that, down 13-0, Mark Brunell to Santana Moss against the Cowboys, 2 straight big bombs to win 14-13. I think that's huge. That's probably my 2 big. The Colt McCoy, one of those Colt McCoy Thanksgiving games was amazing as well. So I
was talking about when he beat the Cowboys.
Yeah, when he beat the Cowboys. That's up there as well. But those are definitely easily my 3. But yeah, that Mark Brunell to Santana Moss down 13-0 with 4 minutes left, and then of course the RG3 season, man, for sure.
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. All right, man. Well, that's all I got for you, Rico. I don't want to hold you up too long. Let you get back on the show. Thanks, man. Appreciate you for taking my call.
Man, I appreciate you calling in again, doing this weekly on Sundays. So, man, if you find time to call in next week, please do. And again, everybody join the Discord if you can. Best Washington Commander Discord doing it. Like I said, I was in there for like 8+ hours just talking football one random day like last week. So make sure y'all pull up to that Discord, man. It's great.
Hey, that Discord is lit, though. I'm in it too, and it's,
yes, sir.
We'll all have a good time, have good talks, and joke around, talk trash,
Yes, sir. Thanks for joining.
All right, no problem. Hey, we got to see you in there too someday,
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna be up in there, especially more often, as of right now, for sure.
All right, Rico. Hey, I'll stay on watching. Thanks, appreciate you. for taking
All
my
right,
call.
man. Appreciate it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, bro.
And and that was you that donated the $5. Say, yo, what's up? What's good, bro? What's your favorite memory during the Snyder era? I just messed up some 40 McNuggets, bro. Spicy ones, bomb. First of all, appreciate the donation. Appreciate you just calling in because that was you. I just had McDonald's yesterday. I'm one of them people. I'm like Chad Ochocinco, bro. My boy Chad Johnson. I'm a huge advocate for McDonald's, man. It just don't get no better than McDonald's for me. That's just how I am. So, man, shouts out to you for the 40-piece McNuggets, but especially a big shout out for the donation and the great call in, man. I really appreciate that. But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody that called in. I'm about to go ahead and dip up out of here. Like I said, I need to go ahead and start working on these film sessions. So, man, I really appreciate everybody that called in today, man. Like I said, we're going to do these weekly. So if you didn't get a chance to call in today, if I wasn't able to get to you or whatever, or you just weren't able to find time to call in today, maybe you at work or something, we're doing these on Sundays. Before we go, what's a great time? Because I was thinking, like, should I do it at 6 p.m. on Sunday like I'm doing now today on Monday, or should it be sooner, like 1 p.m., 2 p.m., maybe 3 p.m.? I'm just trying to get a feel for when I should do these on Sunday, because I mean, the people that are here are more than likely going to be the people that show up on Sundays too. So I'm trying to accommodate y'all a little bit as well. So, I mean, anybody have a preference on should we do it at 6 p.m. every Sunday? Should we do it like 3 p.m.? Should we do it 1 p.m.? Oh, Rich, I'm not sure if you're still here, but Louisville just got another 4-star commitment. So I know you're happy about that. But yeah, anybody, because if not, I'll probably just keep it 6 p.m. every day. If nobody has any preference, we'll just do 6 p.m. Sunday, just like we did where we started at 6 p.m. today. And yeah, Rich, I got a Twitter notification from 247 Sports. Y'all got a 4-star. I don't see what position. I don't see the name. I just see Louisville has landed a commitment from 4-star and breaking news. So, man, hey, shouts out to Louisville. You said 1 to 3 p.m. So far, I've seen no preferences other than 1 to 3 p.m. So maybe we'll go back to 1 p.m. We'll see, but I'll definitely keep track. And also, definitely wanted to, let y'all know that I've been trying to get to the comment sections. I haven't been able to see it all of the time, get to a lot of the comments like I like to. So definitely, if there's ever like a comment on the video that you wanted me to see, wanted me to reply to, like it was a question or anything, this is the Sunday shows are definitely a great time to do it, whether you throw it into the chat or if you call in and ask me directly. So that's what these shows are for. The Sundays, well, today's Monday, but for now on they're gonna be Sunday. The Sunday call-in shows are the perfect time. If you had like a comment on a video that I wasn't able to get to, you had a specific question, make sure you call in and ask that question on the show, man. I'm here. This is for, I really want to just hear what y'all got to say, but if you have a question specifically for me, definitely call in and ask it and all of that. So, yeah, McDonald's is the GOAT, man. I'm big McDonald's, man. Y'all can't tell me nothing about McDonald's, man. I'm so glad they're everywhere, man. I'd be sick if McDonald's was as rare as a Bojangles, man. If McDonald's weren't so common, I'd be a sadder person. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, man, I'm glad everybody's joining the Discord stages, Twitter Spaces. We got it. That's what, also as far as the Discord stages and Twitter Spaces, since it like allows everybody to kind of talk at the same time, I'll probably do that as like a separate thing. Sundays will be the like how we do now, where one person calls in and basically rants. Everybody takes turns, but I am thinking about the Discord that I'm trying to get everybody to join into. I'll probably live stream from there, like a Discord space, kind of like the Twitter Spaces, but it's called Stages instead, where everybody's kind of talking at the same time. And I'll probably do something separate for that. It'll still be on Street Scores, but it'll be like a separate show, maybe sometime during the middle of the week or something like that. So we're gonna work on that for sure. But yeah, man, so far the only preference I've seen for Sunday is 1 to 3. So maybe we'll do 1 p.m. on Sundays, kind of like football games, like I used to do. So we'll do he says 6 cool with me. So we'll see. So far I'm seeing 1, 6. Maybe we'll go back and forth. Maybe one Sunday we'll do 1. Next Sunday we'll do 6. I'm seeing 6s pop up. So yeah, maybe we'll flip and flop back and forth. Maybe we'll do 6, we'll do 1, 6, 1. We'll see. But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody. First of all, thank y'all for giving y'all input on what time, all of that type of stuff. So my boy Washington Command Center, again, make sure y'all go subscribe to him. Appreciate the shout outs. Hey man, I appreciate you calling in. alternate depending on game times. All right. I mean, like I said, but we're talking about off season right now, like the Sundays. Of course, during the season, if we play at 1, we'll do the regular live stream at 1, and then the post game live stream where I do the call-in show like this at 5. And if we play at 4, then we'll do the post game live stream at like 9, 8, 9 or whatever. Man, so yeah, I appreciate y'all. Appreciate you, Condoleezza. Appreciate everybody that called in. Appreciate everybody that pulled up. Please leave a like on the way out. Shouts out to everybody that donated. Also, make sure y'all go join that Discord, man. It's elite. That's an elite Discord right there. I'm telling y'all, man. I'm gonna be in there a lot, especially within the we got weeks of just no real Washington news, so I'll just be in there chopping it up with everybody, just talking about whatever. So yeah, man. I appreciate everybody. Again, definitely hit that like button on the way out. Appreciate y'all. Great show. I'm happy to be back, and we about to get back to doing these weekly, man. Appreciate y'all. I'll catch y'all later. Have a good evening, everybody.